build up the franchise, and the final one would be about you being immune, about your character being immune to the virus, and he's like the only hope to what the world needs to find a cure, to cure the whole world from the zombie apocalypse. Yes. Yes, the other ones you might be bit by a different zombie. Since you were bit by a normal zombie in the first one, in the second one you were bit by a totally different zombie that gives you powers. Yeah. Imagine getting bit by a zombie, what, maybe over too strong, it gives you make you much more stronger than the second one, where you can punch through brick walls and you can create a lot of chaos. Like getting bit by one of those big giant, or one of those big massive guys what's been seen on Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2. They charge right at you and you have the ability to charge and slam into your enemies. That would be number 3. What your number 4 could be like? Oh, number 4, they can bring back Crane. The guy you are in the first Dying Light game, which is what I'm playing right now. But all those Dying Light games, every Dying Light game that comes out is going to have their boss. But each one is going to be capable of something else. Like the first one was a drug warden. He's pretty much a cartel. He's just like a drug cartel. He's dangerous like one. Like you cut his hand off and everything. Okay. Well, since number 2, it wasn't a drug warden. It wasn't a gang warden or whatever you call it. It's not him being a leader of a gang, never. So he did have his own army. But what he was capable of was powers. He was also affected, but he was capable of turning into a full-blown zombie.
It's the new guy from Jazeera's.
Turning himself back to a person, but he wasn't human.
Maybe you could go in after it.
We're farmers, not soldiers.
Yeah. And time number 5 comes out, then it's having a choice with number 5. Either number 5 would be the final Dying Light, or Dying Light 6 would be the final one. But if number 5 would be the final one, it would be where you're immune to the virus and like really it makes you the immune of the virus, and they could end up making it where you're running from these people that's hunting you, what's after you, or they might make it totally different to make the game a lot better. Some people might be interested in a game where you're the immune to the virus and you're running from crazy people that's constantly after you. Or they might make it totally different. If they make it totally different than just that, the story would be pretty good, but make the story much more perfect. Make it more simpler than Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2. Make it a lot easier. I can tell they're Dying Light. More, the more Dying Light games they make, they usually break on it. Dying Light 1, the first Dying Light, was one of the hardest Dying Light games. But Dying Light 2 was one of the easiest ones. It wasn't too hard, which is good. Still goofy because I take them. I feel like where I needed to go was very close to them. It was right next to them, which I totally ignored that. There it is, see? I know I did something silly.
Hey, listen, please.
In fact,
Oh, Christ.
Dying Light 1 campaign's boss fight is the hardest, but if you were to play this story's campaign boss fight, would be harder than Dying Light 2. Okay. But they can also make but they also can make parkour way better like Dying Light 2 was. Jack, they can also, but Dying Light 5, I realized there's something with Dying Light. They can at least make a Dying Light game, like, could be Dying Light 5, where you get bit by this affected, but has very effective powers, like a whole new effective, like a whole new zombie that has these capable of these powers. But once you get bit by it, then then you just in a few minutes you turn into a zombie completely. But you don't actually fully turn into a full zombie, a full-blown zombie. It gives you powers throughout the whole game. So the whole entire game, you have this power. Like super strength. Make it one of the most easiest Dying Light games, one of them all, and you just have this power. Where you can, but what they might make it, how they might do it, you see, you're not gonna have the power the whole time. You'll have this extra supercharge. You'll have it as your special ability. So if you make enough kills, you have charged up your special ability, and since you activate it, you have this. Then you turn into a zombie form. If your zombie creature form, and your powers will activate, and you can run faster than normal, jump higher than not normal, and you can run faster and jump higher and even hit harder. It's just like hard enough you knock your enemies flying. Like, that's the type of Dying Light game I would love to see in the future. A Dying Light game where you have this power, you have this special ability, and once you supercharge this ability, then when you use this, once you activate it, you run faster, you hit harder, you jump further than normal. That would be pretty cool.
Shit. Okay, I'm listening.
Someone killed it.
And where your monster bled to death, you can go home.
Thanks, man. We mean it. You believe him?
Who cares? Let's go home.
You killed a person. That's murder. You just murdered a person in cold blood. You shot some person with an arrow and he died. You flat out he died. go to prison for that. You did that in your life. Who knows what happened to you in prison? Oh, I see. And you can also jump off walls, and with this power, you can bounce the wall to wall and climb up and down walls. Okay. And it's also one hit too. Hit your enemies once, they die instantly. And so number 6 comes out. Then number 6 would be, they can make a Dying Light futuristic game, whereas Dying Light 6 would be all futuristic. It would be about in the future. Like a future Dying Light game. Oh dear, I'm gonna die. Not cool. Not fun. Oh dear. I made it. Take that. And number 6 is where it can be the final one, where it's futuristic. You have these AIs on your side. You have these robots, these ally robots on your side, and they're supposed to be protecting humanity. Then you can have an ally with you. You can have this ally with you to fight by your side. It's like how they did for Fallout 4, where you had this teammate with you, and this teammate, you can also have to follow you around throughout the whole entire game. But you can choose to get these different types of teammates to fight along you throughout the game if you want, and you can choose which one you want to have come with you. That'd be a pretty cool Dying Light game. I keep getting lucky.
Damn, what are we... Wow, that's all kinds of fucked up.
You are terrifying. And at the end of the game of Dying Light 6, where you give your life, where you sacrifice your life to cure the whole entire world. And it shows the whole world go back to normal the way it was. Everybody turns back into a human the way they were, and you're dead. And so you have this, and they show your graveyard too. Kind of like how they did with, but makes it a little bit more sadder. Instead of just saying, hey look, he's dead, look, here's his graveyard. But make it more sadder. Make it one of the most saddest Dying Light games ever. But one of the most funnest ones too. But I'll see you guys until the next video. Peace out.